Hello students. In previous lecture we have discussed some examples based on uniform conversions, and in this video also we will discuss some example based on uniform conversions but with the help of this theorem. We have seen this theorem in previous lecture. So the theorem is if limit n tends to infinity fn of x is equals to f of x for x belongs to a and mn equals to lowest upper bound for x belongs to a or supremum of mod fn of x minus f of x, then fn converges to f uniformly on set A if and only if mn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. So in the first example we have to prove that the sequence fn where fn of x is equals to x upon 1 plus n x square for x belongs to R converges uniformly on any closed interval. So we'll start solution or proof, you can say. Here limit of this sequence will be, that is f of x can be denoted and defined as f of x. You know that f of x is equals to limit n tends to infinity x upon 1 plus n x square, and it will be clearly equals to 0 for all x. So we know that mn is equals to lub x belongs to a mod of fn of x minus f of x. So lowest upper bound x belongs to a fn of x is x upon 1 plus n x square minus f of x is 0. So which will be equals to lowest upper bound for x belongs to a mod of x plus 1 n x square, and the supremum of these will be 1 upon 2 under root n. And from this we can clearly mention that this mn tends to 0 as n tends to infinity, and hence by this theorem the sequence fn of x will converge uniformly. So hence the sequence fn converges uniformly on any closed interval say I, and hence the example is proved. So let's move towards the next example. In this example we have to show that the sequence fn where fn of x is equals to n x e to the power minus n x square where x is greater than 0 is not uniformly convergent on interval 0k. So first we will find the limit of the sequence. So it is given as f of x is equals to limit n tends to infinity fn of x. So equals to limit n tends to infinity n x e to the power minus n x square. So limit n tends to infinity n x upon e to the power n x square, and clearly from this as n tends to infinity the value of f of x will be equals to 0. Now know that n is equals to supremum, we can say supremum or supremum or lowest upper bound. So supremum of fn of x minus f of x. So supremum of fn of x is n x e to the power minus n x square minus 0. So this implies supremum of mod of n x e to the power minus n x square, and the supremum value of this will be under root n upon twice e. And from this if we take limit n tends to infinity under root n upon twice e, that is, So this will be equals to infinity. So Mn does not tends to 0 as n tends to infinity. Therefore, sequence fn of x is not uniformly convergent, on the interval 0k, where k is strictly greater than 0 or k is greater than 0, and hence we have proved this example. Now we move on to the next article of this unit, that is Weierstrass and test. So the test is, let fn be the sequence of function defined on set A. Then such that mod of fn of x is less than or equals to mn for all x belongs to A and n ranges from 1 to up to so on. So then the series fn converges uniformly on A if the series mn converges. So the proof is, as it is given that series mn converges, so we will start by taking this. So let series mn be convergent. So let Tn be sequence of partial sum. So let Tn be a sequence of partial sum of series Mn which is also convergent. Since series Mn is convergent, its sequence of partial sum will also be convergent. So therefore this sequence is a Cauchy sequence. So therefore it satisfies Cauchy criteria. So by Cauchy criteria we know that for epsilon greater than 0 there exists positive integer capital N such that mn greater than capital N implies that Tm minus Tn is less than epsilon for x belongs to A. So for mn greater than capital N implies that as since Tn is a sequence of partial sum, so Tm will be summation I from 1 to m mi minus Tn will be summation I from 1 to n mi, which is less than epsilon. So this implies that we will range this mi from 1 to m. So and here m is greater than n and n is greater than capital N. So m1 plus m2 to so on mn plus mn plus 1 plus up to so on mm in bracket minus, now we will range this summation I from 1 to n to mi. So it will be m1 plus m2 up to so on mn mod which is less than epsilon. So m1 plus m2 up to mn minus m1 plus m2 up to mn, this get cancelled. So here mod of mn plus 1 to so on mm is less than epsilon. So take this as number 1. Now since we have to prove that the series Fn converges uniformly on A, so let Sn be the sequence of partial sum of series Fn. So let Sn be sequence of partial sum of series summation Fn. So let us consider for m greater than n, we have mod of Sm minus Sn will be equals to, since Sm or Sn is the sequence of partial sum of series Fn, so Sn can be written as summation I from 1 to m fi of x minus summation I from 1 to n fi of x. So which will be equals to f1 of x plus f2 of x plus up to so on fn of x plus fn plus 1 of x plus fm of x minus f1 of x plus fn of x, mod complete. So these first n terms will get cancelled with these n terms. So the remaining terms will be fn of x plus fn plus n plus 1 x plus fn plus 2 of x plus up to so on plus fm of x. So separating the mod, we get which is less than fn plus 1 of x mod plus mod of fn plus 2 of x mod completed plus to so on mod of fm of x. But as given, mod of fn of x is less than mn for x belongs to a and n is equals to 1 to up to so on. So by this we have mod of Sm minus Sn, which is less than mn plus 1 plus mn plus 2 to so on plus mn, and by 1 this is less than epsilon. So we get mod of Sm minus Sn less than epsilon. So therefore for m greater than n greater than capital N implies that mod of Sm minus Sn is less than epsilon for all x belongs to A. So therefore implies that the sequence Sn is a Cauchy sequence. And therefore we know that every Cauchy sequence is convergent, therefore sequence Sn is convergent. And by Cauchy criteria of conversion, this implies that summation fn of x converges uniformly. And hence the Weierstrass M test is proved. So here are some illustration based on Weierstrass M test theorem. So here the series summation Rn cos theta or the series summation Rn sin theta. So if here fn of say theta is equals to Rn cos theta, and since we know Weierstrass M test is mod of fn of x is less than mn for all x, then series fn converges uniformly if and only if summation mn converges. If summation mn converges, not if and only if summation mn converges. So here fn of theta is Rn cos theta. So take or taking mn equals to r to the power n, so it will be Rn cos theta will be less mod of Rn cos theta will be less than Rn, and so by Weierstrass M test these two series will be uniformly convergent where r is greater than 0 and less than 1, and for all real values of theta. Here in next example the series is given summation cos n theta upon n to the power p, and this series is uniformly convergent for all real values of theta and p greater than 1, and this follows by taking mn equals to 1 upon n to the power p. We know this series 1 upon n to the power p converges for p greater than 1 by p test. And if this series is convergent, then by Weierstrass M test this series will also be uniformly convergent. So now we will see some examples based on Weierstrass M test. So here is the example. We have to test the uniform convergence of the given series between where x belongs to the closed interval minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So here the given series is twice x upon 1 plus x square plus 4x cube upon 1 plus x to the power 4 plus 8x to the power 5 1 plus x to the power 6 to so on, where x belongs to minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So the nth term of the given series is fn of x is equals to 2 to the power n x twice n minus 1 upon 1 plus x to the power twice n. You can cross check by putting n from 1 to so on. So here you can see that mod of fn of x is less than 2 to the power n alpha twice n minus 1, where mod of x will be less than or equals to alpha, which will be less than or equals to 1 by 2. So taking this as mn and this series, that is series twice n, take mn equals to 2 to the power n alpha of twice n minus 1, and this series summation of twice n alpha of twice n minus 1 converges. And so by Weierstrass M test, we can conclude that the given series is uniformly convergent on the interval minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So hence the series converges uniformly on the closed interval minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So here is the last example of this article. Here we have to show that the series summation x upon n to the power p plus x square n to the power q converges uniformly over any finite interval a b for p greater than 1 and q greater than or equals to 0. So solution here, fn of x is x upon n to the power p plus x square n to the power q. So mod of fn of x is equals to mod of x upon n to the power p plus x square n to the power q, which will be less than alpha of n to the power p. So taking mn equals to alpha of n to the power p and here alpha is greater than max of mod of a mod of b, where a b are the lower and upper bound of this given interval. So this series summation mn converges by p test. So the series converges for p greater than 1, and hence by M test we can say that this given series summation fn converges uniformly over the closed interval ab. So hence by M test the given series converges uniformly over the closed interval ab. And for p greater greater than 1 and q greater than or equals to 0. Here the article Weierstrass M test is completed. In next video lecture we will start with the next article, which is uniform convergence and continuity. Thank you.